صل علیہ الصلاۃ والسلام علیک یا سیدی یا رسول اللہ وعلی آلک واصحابک یا حبیب اللہ الصلاۃ والسلام علیک یا رسول اللہ وعلی آلک واصحابک یا رحمۃ للعالمین. Alhamdulillah, this is the first Jumah of Ramadan al-Mubarak. Alhamdulillah, these are blessed days of the month of Ramadan. We are on the Sher Khuda, Mawla Ali Karramallah Ta'ala Wajhahu al-Kareem. Okay? Who Ali is who? Ke Ali ke chehre ko dekhna ibadat hai. Looking at the face of Ali is ibadah. Ali, the cousin of the Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. Ali, the son-in-law of the Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. Ali is who that at the battle of Badr, the Badr hui. In the battle of Badr, the Sahaba, after they won the jang jeetli, they started talking amongst themselves. Who is man of the war? You know, say man of the match, yeah, the best player on the field. Okay, they started talking amongst themselves. Who is man of the war? The jang ka sabse behreen banda kaun tha? And what happened? They said the best person to be fighting on the day of Badr is none other than Mawla Ali Karramallah Ta'ala. Subhanallah. Ali se behtar koi nahi tha us din. He fought so much, itna lade, that the Sahaba, they were amazed. If such a person is fighting so much, this is Ali for you. And aaj inshallah, his wife, Fatimah الزہراء اللہ تعالیٰ عنہا, unka aaj hum tazkira karenge. That how great of a woman she was. Itni buland aala maqam wali aurat thi. And we as men, hum marad, hum piche reh jate hain. We are behind these women that come. Some women they come and they do such ibadat कि Allah उन्हें कई लाख मर्दों से आगे निकाल देता है. Subhanallah. Beyond many thousands of men. For example, Rabia Basri radiyallahu ta'ala anha, okay, the student of Imam Hasan Basri radiyallahu ta'ala anha, she was a great woman of this ummah. Rabia Basri radiyallahu ta'ala anha. Aste Maryam, aste Aisha Siddiqa, aste Hafsa, the wife of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, aste Fatima, the other daughter of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. ऐसी औरतें हैं कि कई मर्दों के आगे हैं. And men, we in front of them look nothing. They are so great women. So aste Fatima al-Zahra radiyallahu ta'ala anha, subhanallah, she was born in Makkah. Makkah में आपकी पैदाइश है. And she was born 5 years before the announcement of prophethood. हुजूर के नबूवत के ऐलान के 5 साल पहले. 5 years before the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam announced prophethood. So if you look at it, he sallallahu alaihi wasallam was 35-year-old when Aste Fatima al-Zahra was born. He sallallahu alaihi was 35-year-old when Aste Fatima is born. Now, her name Fatima, ये नाम, ये किसने रखा? This name, who gave her this name? In reality, if you look at the ahadith, Fatima, ये नाम Fatima रब ने रखा है. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala kept her name Fatima. Subhanallah. She has 2 names. Fatima al-Zahra. Fatima al-Zahra. This is her full name. Fatima al-Zahra. What does Fatima mean? Fatima ka matlab kya hai? It comes from the paradigm Fatama. Fatama means to cut. Ek rassi ko kaat dena. To cut something. Fatima ka ye matlab hai. To cut something. So when you put Fatima, matlab ye कि जहन्नम की तरफ जाने वाली रस्सी को अल्लाह ने काट दिया. Right? Any rope, any link towards the fire of hell, Allah has cut. मतलब ये कि फातिमा जहन्नम का मुंह ना उसको सूंघेगी ना उसकी तरफ जाएगी. She will not even go towards the fire of hell. और फिर यहाँ सुभानअल्लाह, the hadith from Kanzul Ummal I was reading last night. Ibn Walid Sahab, alhamdulillah, he has so much mutala, इतना मुताला किया है many things he forgot. So I went to Kanzul Umar and I said, there's this hadith. And वाले साहब मुझे रात कहने लगे, पता नहीं, मुझे याद नहीं. I opened Kanzul Umar and I said, वाले साहब, you know some here. You've written on here, on the same hadith. Well, कोई याद नहीं. I can't remember, but it must be there. And what does the hadith say? Hadith says that Ibn Abbas radiyallahu ta'ala, Abdullah ibn Abbas radiyallahu ta'ala, he said, कि हुजूर ने फरमाया, Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, इन्नमा सम्मल्लाहु, कि अल्लाह ने फातिमा का नाम फातिमा रखा है. Allah has kept the name Fatima. और फिर आगे, he sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, لأن الله تعالى फातिमा व मुहिब्बीहा मिनन नार, कि अल्लाह ने फातिमा को और फातिमा से जिसने प्यार किया है, whoever has love for Fatima, لأن الله फातिमा, और जिसने फातिमा से प्यार किया, अल्लाह ने सबको जहन्नम से आज़ादी दे दी है. Every single person who loves Fatima, Allah has kept them away from the fire of hell. हम अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह है, हम सब यहाँ कि हम अहले बैत से प्यार करने वाले हैं ना. Do we all love the अहलुल बैत? हम सारे अहले बैत से प्यार करने वाले हैं. हर सहाबी नबी, जोर से हर सहाबी नबी, हर सहाबी नबी जन्नती या अली, जोर से नारा हैदरी या अली. हम अली से प्यार करने वाले हैं, हम सहाबा से भी प्यार करने वाले हैं, हम फातिमा से भी प्यार करने वाले हैं. तो Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, whoever makes Fatima angry, इसने फातिमा को गुस्सा दिया. Whoever made Fatima angry has made me angry. उसने मुझे गुस्सा दिया, और जिसने मुझे गुस्सा दिया, whoever made me angry has made Allah angry, and whoever makes Allah angry will go to hell. तो अहले बैत से प्यार, it is farz upon us. We have to love the Ahlul Bayt. Whomever you see, if a Sayyid, he calls himself a Sayyid, and then over here there's another thing. यहाँ what happens is, कुछ सादात वो हैं that they'll be proud of their lineage, कि हम Sayyid हैं. ये भी गलत है. That to be extra proud कि I am a Sayyid. याद रखें, whoever is a Sayyid, he has double priority upon him, double importance upon him. One, कि he's a Sayyid. Two, he's a Muslim. And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, जो भी मेरी आल से है, whoever is from my आल, अगर वो नेकी करेगा, if he will do a good deed, अल्लाह उसको डबल सवाब देगा. सुभान अल्लाह. मगर अगर वो गुनाह करेगा, if that same Sayyid will do a sin, you will be double sin, उसको डबल गुनाह मिलेगा. तो सादात जो है, the Sayyid, they need to be extra precautious that they don't go towards the sin, हराम की तरफ ना जाए. मगर हमारा काम क्या है? We as non-Sayyid, अक्सर हम जो गैर सैयद हैं, हमारा काम है कि जो भी सैयद है और उसका अकीदा दुरुस्त है, he is a Sunni Muslim, हमारा काम है कि उस बंदे का एहतराम करना. बेशक, सुभान अल्लाह. We need to show them respect. बेशक. वो जो भी हो, his amal, his action may be weak, but if he calls himself a Sayyid and he is a good Sunni, हमारा काम है आमना व सद्दक़ना. बेशक, अल्लाह कबूल करें और इज्जत दें. By doing izzah of the Ahlul Bayt, Allah will grant you Jannah. अल्लाह आपको जन्नत देगा. कभी भी किसी सैयद को नाराज ना करें. बेशक अल्लाह. Whoever is a Sayyid, you see someone who calls himself in the family of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, जो भी हो, whoever he is, never ever make them angry, never ever show anger towards them, never ever show hatred towards them. क्यों? कि अगर सैयद की बद्दुआ लगी ना, तो अल्लाह जहां बेड़ा कर. If you make a Sayyid angry, you are in reality making Fatima al-Zahra angry. Because Khuna Rasul, the blood of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is in that person. Khuna Rasul is in him. And हम सैयद सादात का एहतराम करें, whoever it is. हमारी मस्जिद में एक बार फयाज शाह साहब, I give him the utmost respect. And why? Not because of him. उसकी वजह से नहीं. इस वजह से कि उनके अंदर खून रसूल निकल रहा है. अल्लाह अकबर. हुजूर, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam blood is in him. We show him that respect. We can see the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in you. The Sahaba, they had so much love for the Ahlul Bayt. हुजूर के आल से इतनी मोहब्बत थी that Imam Hassan और Hussein, I was reading yesterday that once Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, he exited the masjid se nikle, and वहाँ पर Imam Hussain radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, he saw him playing outside the masjid नबी शरीफ के बाहर खेल रहे थे इमाम हुसैन. वहाँ पर Sayyidina Siddiq Akbar radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, he is afdal sahaba, the greatest sahabi to walk on the earth, the greatest person to walk on the earth after the Anbiya alayhi salatu wasalam. Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiyallahu ta'ala वहाँ पर गए इमाम हुसैन की तरफ, उठाया, चूमा और कंधे पे रखा. He got Imam Hussein, kissed him and put him on his shoulders. And वहाँ पर जब ये कर रहे थे, when he's doing this, आगे से हुजूर सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम तशरीफ लाए. He सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम comes. And Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiyallahu ta'ala says, look at the person who is putting, look at my right. Look at me. I am putting Hussein on me. And हुजूर ने फरमाया कि तू तो बहुत ही आला है, ये तो देख तेरे ऊपर कौन है. Look who's upon you, Imam Hussein radiyallahu ta'ala. Look how great he is. This is the muhabbat the Ahlul Bayt and the Sahaba had each other. आपस में मोहब्बत इस तरह थी. Then the Sahaba, what would they do? They would put Imam Hassan and Hussein together. When he sallallahu alaihi wasallam died, Huzur ne salatu wasalam is dunya se tashreef le gaye. Aur Sahaba ko tadap hoti, the Sahaba wanted to see the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They would put Hassan and Hussein together. Hassan and Hussein, make them stand together. Imam Hassan would resemble the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam from his forehead to his chest. And Imam Hussein would resemble the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam from his chest to his feet. जब दोनों को सामने रखते तो हुजूर का चेहरा आ जाता था. अल्लाहु अकबर. They could see the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in front of them. This is the Ahlul Bayt for you. ये Ahlul Bayt है. हुजूर के घर वाले. And the Sahaba, subhanallah, they immense love for the Ahlul Bayt. Subhanallah, I can go on this topic. ये topic खत्म होने वाला नहीं. और हुजूर की आल से मोहब्बत subhanallah अपने अली अलैहिस्सलातु वस्सलाम ही सही. अब मुझे हदीस याद आ रही है. ये अलैहिस्सलातु वस्सलाम सही कि अपनी आल को तीन चीजों की मोहब्बत डालो. Give your children three things and instill the love of three things in their hearts. Three things. Number one, he said, Allah says, many mohabbat. My love. Put my love in your children. Make your children love me. Dusri cheez, the love of the Quran. Quran ki mohabbat. Make your children love the Quran. और तीसरा हुजूर ने फरमाया कि मेरी आल की मोहब्बत. The love of my Ahlul Bayt. Instill that in your children. और ये तीन चीजें, those three things. Wallah, if you have these three in your heart, inshallah, you will never go astray. You'll stay on the deen. You'll have love for the deen and you'll stay on the deen. No one can move you away from the deen. और ये तीन चीजें, make your children, instill this in them. कुरान की मोहब्बत, हुजूर की मोहब्बत और हुजूर की आल की मोहब्बत. अल्लाह हमें इस पे कामयाबी अता फरमाए. अल्लाह ताला हमें जो भी है, जितने भी सादात हैं, अल्लाह सबको बरकतें अता फरमाए. सुभान अल्लाह. That was Fatima. Al-Zahra. Her name is Zahra. Second name, Fatima to Zahra. What does Zahra mean? Zahra, इसको कहते हैं उर्दू में कलीम. Known as Kaleem. Kaleem means a flower bud, meaning a flower which is closed. Bandwa, कहते हैं गुलाब, bandwa, a flower which is closed. So Kaleem. This is Zahra. This is her name. Yes. Why was she given this name, Zahra? Subhanallah, ये भी बड़ी प्यारी हदीस है. The answer is, she is a closed flower. And the flower gives off what? A fragrance. खुशबू देती है. फातिमा तो ज़हरा रज़ियल्लाहु ताला अन्हा was such कि आग से जन्नत की खुशबू आती थी. Allah. You could smell fragrance of Jannah from her. And Majma al-Zawaid, the hadith says कि he sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, हुजूर अलैहि सलातु वस्सलाम, वो अस्ते फातिमा को सूंघा करते. He alayhi salatu wasalam would smell as the Fatima. And as the Khadijatul Kubra, she would ask, Ya Rasulullah, why do you smell her? We kiss children on the cheeks, we kiss them. Ye ajeeb mohabbat hai, it's a ajeeb love. You are smelling the child. Why are you smelling the child? Have you ever seen you smelling a child? No one does it. But he sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is smelling Hazrat Fatima. Hazrat Fatima ko सूंघ रहे हैं. Hazrat Khadija said, Ya Rasulullah, आप Hazrat Fatima को क्यों सूंघ रहे हैं? Why are you smelling her? फरमाया मुझे इससे जन्नत की खुशबू आती है. Subhanallah. I can smell the fragrance of Jannah from her. This is why she's called Zahra, Kaleen. और यहाँ फिर सैयद आला हज़रत का शेर मुझे याद आया. आला हज़रत से क्या बात है रज़ा उस चमनिस्तान करम की. क्या बात रज़ा उस चमनिस्तान करम की. ज़हरा कलीं जिसमें हुसैन और हसन फूल. Subhanallah. He says Zahra Kaleen. Zahra is that flower. Jisme, the from that flower, Hassan and Hussein are the pool. Hassan and Hussein are the flower of that one flower. This is Sayyid Allah subhanahu. इसको मैं तरन्नुम पे पढ़ूंगा, मेरा साथ देंगे ना. क्या फरमाता है Allah? क्या बात रज़ा उस चमनिस्तान करम की. ज़हरा है कली जिसमें हुसैन और हसन फूल. सुभान अल्लाह ताला कबूल मंजूर फरमाए. सुभान अल्लाह. आगे चले. दिस इज फातिमा. हर नेम, मैं भी सिर्फ नाम पे शुरू हूं. फातिमा तो ज़हरा रज़ियल्लाहु ताला अन्हा. She resembled the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in her surat as well, the way she looked. She also resembled the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in her sirat as well. The way she talked, the way she walked, the way she spoke, the way she did everything. She resembled the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now, मेरे सामने this hadith from Jumah Tirmidhi. Subhanallah. ऐसे आयशा सिद्दीक़ा रज़ियल्लाहु ताला अन्हा. ये जो लोग ये कहते हैं ना कि सहाबा और अहले बैत आपस में प्यार नहीं था. This is a slap on their face. चेहरे पे थप्पड़ है कि सहाबा their love for the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. ये लंबी हदीस है. I'm going to read to you word by word. The love the sahaba had for the Ahlul Bayt. आपस में प्यार मोहब्बत कितना था. Now we है an Aisha bint Talha an Aisha Umm al-Mu'minin Aisha Siddiqa radiyallahu ta'ala anha. She says, ما رأيت أحدا أشبع صمتا وفضلا وهديا برسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم في قيامها وقعودها من فاطمة بنت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. Aisha Siddiqa radiyallahu ta'ala anha, she said, I have seen no one more than Fatima who resembled the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the way she walked and in the way she would get up. जब खड़ी होती, and the way she would sit down, and the way she would walk. She said, I saw no one more resemble the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam than Fatima az-Zahra radiyallahu ta'ala anha. She resembled the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Then she said, now this is the love between father and son, a learning point for all of us. जिसकी जो बेटियां हैं, अल्लाह हमारी सब की बेटियों को सलामत रखे. हमारी बेटियों को अल्लाह ताला इज्जत दे. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give respect to our daughters. But this is a learning point. If you have a daughter, अगर आपकी बच्ची है, give her that respect. बच्ची जो है वो 2 दिन की मेहमान है. She's only going to stay with you for a certain amount of days. She'll move on to the next house. So the day that she's with you, give her that respect. अपनी बच्ची को इज्जत दें. वो चली गई, when she goes to someone else's house, अब पता नहीं क्या बनेगा. What will happen to Allah knows. This is the hadith I'm going to mention now. How he sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his respect for Fatima az-Zahra. How much respect he had for Fatima az-Zahra. So, as Aisha Siddiqa radiyallahu ta'ala, she said, وَكَانَتْ إِذَا دَخَلَتْ عَلَى النَّبِيِّ صلى الله عليه وسلم. जब हज़रत फातिमा हुजूर के पास आती, when she would come to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, قَامَ إِلَيْهَا. He sallallahu alaihi wasallam would stand up for her. हुजूर में सलात सलाम खड़े हो जाते. फातिमा az-Zahra radiyallahu ta'ala anha, فَقَبَّلَهَا وَأَجْلَسَهَا मिन मजलिसिही. हुजूर में सलात सलाम पहले खड़े होते, फिर उस हज़रत फातिमा के चेहरे पे बोसा लेते. Forehead. He would kiss her forehead. وَأَجْلَسَهَا. He would then make her sit. مِن مَجْلِسِهِ, where he sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was sitting. جہاں حضور بیٹھے ہوتے ہیں فاطمہ کو وہاں بٹھاتے کہ فاطمہ you sit here, تو یہاں بیٹھ. Then وَكَانَ النَّبِيُّ صلی اللہ تعالی وسلم إِذَا دَخَلَ عَلَيْهَا, جب حضور حضرت فاطمہ کے گھر جاتے ہیں, when he sallallahu alayhi wa sallam would go to the house of Hazrat Fatima, then what would happen? قَامَتْ مِن مَجْلِسِهَا, Hazrat Fatima would stand up. وہ کھڑی ہوتی ہے اپنے باپ کی عزت کے لیے. Subhanallah, look at the izzat that they give to each other. Father and son, father and daughter. Then what happens? فَقَبَّلَتْهُ وَأَجْلَسَتْهُ مِن مَجْلِسِهَا. She would kiss the forehead of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Hazrat Fatima, she would kiss the forehead of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and then she would make the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam sit in her place. Allah. Aaj dekh le today, our daughters, how much respect are they giving to their parents today? Hamari bachiyan, if the sisters here listening to me, how much respect do you give to your parents today? Or aap jo walidain ya, you parents today over here, how much respect do you give to your daughters today? सबसे मैं सवाल कर रहा हूँ, you've got daughters, do you give them the respect that they require? बेटी को इज्जत हम देते हैं कि नहीं? People, हमारे पाकिस्तान में वैसा अपनी गुर्बत है, लोग अपनी बच्चियों को बेच रहे हैं. अस्तगफिरुल्लाह. People selling their daughters. Why? I don't have money. अगर बच्ची है, people दो तीन बच्चियां हो जाएं, if you have two, three daughters, what happens? People start questioning. They say I can't go on. I remember reading this news story, Kashmir, Pakistan, एक बंदे की 5 बच्चियां हुई. He had 5 daughters. Now what happened? The mother became pregnant, the wife became pregnant the 6th time. The husband goes, if you give birth to a daughter, I will burn her alive. What happened? She gave birth to a daughter. वो बाप को गुस्सा आया. What happened? He burned that daughter alive. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. बच्चियां, our daughters are the rahmah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. बच्चियां अल्लाह की रहमत होती हैं. They're not a means of, the weight on my shoulders. No. Daughters are the rahmah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. मेरी भी बच्ची है. ठीक है? वल्लाह, मेरा बच्चा भी है. I've got a son as well. मेरे जो रौनक बच्ची की वजह से है, is not because of the son. Allah हर बच्ची को सलामत रखे. अल्लाह हर बच्चियों को इज्जत दे. If you have a daughter, give them the right of bringing. Give them the respect that they require. And inshallah, if they have the right of bringing, inshallah, when she goes to her own home, she will be the best of mothers as well. Inshallah, ta'ala amal ki tawfiq ata farmaye. Jo maine kaha se, Allah ta'ala qabul wa manzoor farmaye. Wa akhir alhamdulillah rabbil alamin.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول